How to fix the bearing and squealing issues with a Paykel or Fisher and Paykel dryer. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first you remove the lid by lifting it straight up. That just comes off real easy. Then you remove these two little tabs with a screwdriver. Just pry it in, a flathead screwdriver on each side. There's one on each side. And then you remove the two Phillips screws. That will be for later. And then using an Allen wrench, you remove the center nut down here where the bearing is located. That removes the cover and the thrust washer. Those go just like that. Just set those aside for now. And then now we need to take the front cover off, or the top cover off, so we can get the front cover off. And to do that, you lift up, and then there's a wire over here that you have to disconnect so you can set it out of the way. You unplug this wire, just pull it straight up, and then unhook it from right here and back here, and then you can release these tabs by pushing on them. Then you can remove the whole lid and set it up out of the way. Now we remove these two front screws. Set them aside. And then you can take the front cover loose by you have to pry it out a little bit on each side, right here, and then the front cover comes off. You can set it aside. Okay, pause it. In the beginning, unplug the dryer before working on it. Pause it. There's 5 screws on the face that are underneath the cover. You have to remove those 5 screws next. Like so. Leave the screw in one of it so you know which way it goes on. But this comes off, and then you can get your bearing out, which by wiggling the drum up and down should loosen the bearing. And there it is, the old bearing, which is all worn out. Okay, the reason you had to take the front off is so you can get your hand inside the side here to hold the bolt while you take the bearing shaft off. And use a 7/8 socket that you'll have to grind down to get it in the hole. And then once you get the shaft out, put the new one right back in, holding your finger on the bolt on the other side. Is it filming? I'm tightening up the other bolt, or the shaft, bearing shaft. Pause it. Just installed the new bearing shaft. Now I'm going to put the new housing that holds the bearing right here in place, and then those 5 screws go back in, and that's pretty much it. And then just finish putting it back together the way you took it apart. And let me get this in and we'll see what's next. Together, when you're putting it back together, make sure you clip that bottom ground wire back on the front cover, and then attach the front cover and then the top cover, and refasten all the bolts, and then we'll try it out, see if it works. Alright, it's all back together. Now it's time to test it and make sure it all works. Turn the power on, press that. You hear the drum closing. And there you go. Nice and quiet, running smoother than it has since it was brand new. Thanks for watching. Bye.